Ever wake up, stroll to your front yard with coffee and wonder why your lawn looks like a swamp? That was me 3 weeks ago. Soggy grass puddles everywhere and my hose warm like it had just been used. I live solo, no kids, no roommates, no sneaky garden. Elves watering secret layers, just me, my brew in a yard that apparently hydrates itself. I figured my sprinkler timer was busted, then remembered I don't have one, just a single hose. That's when weird piled up. My water bill didn't just nudge up. It soared like I was running a nightly water park, but my backyard, just a wilting pepper plant and a creaky old grill. Where was the water going? I asked her. Our neighbours were cool except Mariah, yep, her real name, new to the block a few months back. She strutted in like she owned it, not HOA president, but you'd think so from her clipboard patrols nitpicking lawns like a suburban dictator. She gripped about Tom's too bright shutters, ordered Lisa to trim her grass shorter, even chewed out the male guy for aggressive parking. A total pest. Still, I didn't peg her for a thief until I saw it. Saturday post grocery run. I pulled in and froze. There she was, Mariah in a loud paisley shirt and giant straw hat, hauling my hose across my yard like it was hers. She hooked it to a pressure washer and blasted her porch. Zero guilt, zero permission, just stealing my water in daylight like I'd comped it. I sat in my car stunned. She glanced up, waved like we were pals, and yelled, "Hope you don't mind." Just a quick scrub before I could reply. She turned back to spraying. I gripped the wheel, torn between a showdown and playing dumb. I picked dumb, went inside and glared at my faucet like it had ratted me out. Later, I knocked on her door, could be need help with your water line? She laughed. Oh no, yours is just better, great pressure. It's all community stuff anyway, right? I nearly gagged last. I checked my bill wasn't communal. I'd rather you ask first, I said, firm but nice. She smirked, tilted her head. The HOA won't care. Sharing's neighborly door shut, chat over. I'm not big on fights, I fix things. So I emailed the HOA with pick my bill and a plea for their community property rule. Days later the reply, we encourage amicable resolution without HOA involvement. Translation, deal with it. I tried again, lock the hose, simple fix, right? Nope. Next morning the lock was gone, sliced clean off with bolt cutters. I stared at the cut metal like it was a murder scene across the street. Marlo was at it again, hosing her sedan like a pro, water gushing my water, my dime. I marched over, less nice. What about the loco? That a trip hazard? I handled it, she said, flipping her hair back to scrubbing. I retreated, sat inside and zoned out for 10 minutes. The HOA was useless. Marlo was bulletproof and I was funding a car wash. Then it clicked, cameras, a small motion triggered one under the eaves by the spigot. If I couldn't stop her, I'd catch her, maybe force the HOA to act or let the internet roast. Her people love a smug crook in HD. 2 days later, jackpot, crisp footage of Marlo sneaking over, dragging my hose like a cartoon bandit. That same cocky grin. She watered her flowers, filled a kiddie pool, even bathed her mud, all PRE dawn, all on tape. I posted a clip to the local forum. Neighbor swipes my water every morning. It blew up, outrage, laughs, tips. One guy linked a motion sprinkler to soak intruders. Best part, Mariah saw it next day. She pounded on my door, no hat, all fury, claiming I trashed her private Y and stirred trouble. I said she trashed my property and wallet, do something about it. I dare you, she spat. That flipped a switch, her dare ignited something fierce. I'd make her regret it big time. No more nice guy, no more HOA please. No more locks. I'd hit her where it hurt, but smart. First I tested her nerve, took a day off, blinds down, coffee ready, watching at 10:30 a.m. The spigotist, she was back, yoga gear on, spraying her driveway like I wasn't home. I stepped out, phone up, fake texting. She paused, then kept going, waving. The hose works great, you should thank me for testing it. I smiled, recorded, went inside. The clip was gold. She didn't care I was there. HOA wouldn't budge, so I posted it. Local Mariah turns my hose into her water park. It spread Facebook, Reddit, YouTube. Strangers jeered, locals shared Maro tales. Next morning she stood in her yard with 2 HOA suits pointing at my place. Fake crying. Later a letter slid in, HOA warning for unauthorized surveillance and hostility. They cared more about my camera than her theft. Done with their game, I plotted real justice, poetic, lasting. Driving by a construction site, I spotted at a temp sewage tank, big, nasty, perfect. Chatted up a worker, said I had drainage woes, slipped him cash for one night's access. He shrugged, don't touch the pump at home. I rigged it, an adapter from my spigot to a hidden hose routed underground to the tank. Looked normal, but turn it on sewage. Surprised, tested it with a bucket, stink, could drop a deer. Set it up at night, cameras on, hose out, bait. Late morning came 10:30, spigot on, camera feed showed Mariah smug as ever, hooking it to a fancy spinning sprinkler on her lawn. She turned it, gurgle, sputter, then bam, foul sludge arced out, dousing her grass porch wicker chairs. Third spin she screamed, slipped, neighbors gawked. One filmed, she yanked the hose, got a shin Full shrieking like a banshee, I savoured it life later. She stormed over sludge-smeared, ranting about lawsuits. You dared me, I said, smiling. No theft this time. She fled yelling for the HOA that night. A neighbour's clip, not mine, hit the web with epic music. Slow-o Mara viral in hours. Her rain tanked, but she fired back a typed threat. Sabotage by a hazard dog. Sick lie tape proved it. I prepped phase 2 more cameras, a birdhouse and pizza for the crew to keep tank access, and a garage switch flipping. Water or soy. If she tried again, it'd be a gamble. Then she vanished. 2 days, curtain shut, car still. Day 3, an HOA fine $1,600 for health hazards. She'd spun a tale with pics and fake witnesses. Me as the villain. Way stored, said a meeting weeks out her shield. I dug deeper. Bylaw records, clerk's office, section 4. To be trespassing for utilities, mint fines, probes, HOA cuts. I had her on tape, sent packets to the HOA and her for days. Ned, fed up with her hammock ban, thanked me more, joined her empire, cracked a leaked HOA tape of her whining, sealed it. She emerged, rattled, drove off street, laughed. She was done. HOA fined her $500, warned her off her I quit. She dodged eyes, hose untouched, her last gasp. City complained about my sewage line, flopped. The inspector laughed, cleared me. Love the creativity. Video hit 4 million views. Interviews, shirt offers rolled in. Neighbours hailed me, but I stayed wary, kept the switch cameras as shiny new hoses. Bait a month later, Mara's house went dark, sold fast. New folks, JY and Mark, moved in with their kid, brought cookies. Asked to use their own host, normally hit hard online. Mara became legend. Memes a song. My blog of HOA woes took off. She popped up across town harassing Devon. He hit her with fertilizer spray. Video dubbed Mara to my 5 went hearing JY and Mark laugh, their kids splashing their own sprinkler. Piece 1. Not revenge, not fame, just quiet respect. I watered my peppers. Ho humming home, mine again.